the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. She names and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the nuts. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call him Chauncey cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Money.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Set. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38. Yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily moved into the top 5.
That's going to be caught. It's a rookie from Clemson. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Barrett, down at the 25. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Barrett. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss last week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offensive backfield.
Ready?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Ready?
Here's Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Barrett. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 40. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Here we go, check. Tap the 60, tap the 60. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And his kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start first and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Lion. Ready. Hey, quick.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Herbert going to give to Hampton. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives,
the fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Set. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Set. 380. Good out. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 3.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too bad.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Mustang 19. Max. 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down.
Number 3.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hot 70. Hot 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now Daniels. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Brings up 4th down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Ready, break. Trap 60, trap 60. Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
70 Lions.
Throwing now is Daniels. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Ready.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 10, Chargers 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
380. 59, 59. 21.
They snap it to Herbert. Johnston on the quick slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including the fullback, leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
The Chargers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Again, it's Hampton. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Home trips right.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. 14. Commanders 10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
18, 5 years.
To throw is Daniels. He completes it right side to White. Daniels pass.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Timberwolves, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is into the hands of Krosky-Merritt. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Come on, come on.
Here's Daniels. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 18, 5 in. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 17-14.
Commanders 17, Chargers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's Herbert. Finds Johnston. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
380. Go. Set.
Herbert now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 17.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
first down. It's Krosky-Merritt. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8. Daniels looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Under 10.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That flag, that'll push him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3rd and
8. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Hey.
Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Hey, Ram. Home the troops right. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Ray.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19, 18. Come on. 19, 18. Panther 11.
Now Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
First down.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
On the jump. 19 Lions. Let's go. Dragon 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass caught, it's Lane with it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Cougar 19.
To the air goes Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Go.
Allen will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Chargers 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He can't get him down. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
The 25-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Commanders' 24-yard line.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hampton is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Touchdown, Chargers! Rondé Gadsden, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Commanders 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up. Shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready, go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
79 Broncos. Got it. 19 Sharks, 19 Lions. Warriors 70. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Hey, go Lion. Ready?
Herbert. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Moody good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Chargers 28.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, OP, set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, it's Charlie Kohler. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
And the Chargers.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Camp. Set.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He finds his man complete. That's Lane. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got this to Williams, complete. Ooh, the juke. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
18 Lions, 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is caught by Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Here's Daniels. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 42. Commanders 31.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's 1st and 10.
19.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that's caught by Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. A run inside, Krosky Merritt.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Let's go now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8.
79 Broncos. Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Daniel's going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. Let go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Williams brings it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for L.A., they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2.